Hey guys, Dominic came in with this box from an old 99 Chevy. It had a pair of the kickers in here. These are just the CVRs. They're dual 4, but the guy had them wired down to a 4-ohm load, and then he had it wired to this beauty. Look at that, with the original bass knob, for sale. So I just wondered, somebody was asking about just like what kind of deals do I do, and so I just sort of have a policy about selling where I make good enough margins, but I want it to be good where you go, fuck, that was awesome, and you leave here. That's one of the reasons why I got 5-star ratings. So because I try to treat people the way I'd want to be treated. This is his truck. It's an older truck. Other than this, some of the paint, I don't know if you can see that very well. It's just fading a little bit. One of the things, I came out here and load tested his battery, and I said, well, when you need a new battery, we can get you a new one, or a used one anyway, for 50 bucks. The battery only cost me 25. See, so that's where I make my margin on that. Load tested, nothing. We're going to swap out his equipment for 20 bucks, and I'm going to walk away with the amp swapped out for a RED 600.1, which is the same power, but it's 1 ohm stable. So he was running that kicker, which is 2 ohm stable at 4 ohm, which is great. However, it was cutting off. So one of the reasons it was cutting off is because of the way that he had it in here. So I said, well, it could be a couple reasons. I don't know. Fuck. There we go. He had it like that, and so the carpet was covering the top of it. That could have been part of it. The other part of it, it could have been that he's turning it up too loud and it's clipping easily because he's not running it at the optimized impedance. It also could be just Arizona, and it also could have been low voltage. So again, that little amplifier's got a little analog computer and that looks at all that stuff and sort of calculates it and knows when to turn it off. It's a really good amplifier. I like them. And that's one of the reasons why they're collectible. So I think it's worth about $150, maybe $200, especially with the bass knob. And so I just took it in on even trade, even though I saw the RED 600.1 we got on sale right now for $100 shipped, and it comes with a 4-gauge power wire kit, which is, again, it's another one of those deals where you go, fuck, I can't get this anywhere else. That's the deal that I want to give you. Do I make a lot of money on it? No, but I do a lot of those, and I encourage you guys to do that. Just, you know, so many, lately I've been experiencing a lot of guys that come in and they're like, I'm so glad I found you, and I'm like, well, what's going on? And then they tell me about some guy that was going to do a custom box that should have cost maybe $400 from a shop, and this guy was wanting $1,000, and it was like, oh, this is crazy. So I don't know where all this money's coming from. I certainly don't have any of it, but again, I just keep an even head. I treat people the way that I want to be treated, and I'm always busy, and that's the way I like it. So, but oh, that was the other thing, is the fading on the hood. So instead of criticizing, which you don't want to do, you don't want to criticize someone's purchase choices, typically. What I did was I sent them to DraftKings. Locally here, DraftKings is doing a promotion because Arizona just legalized sportsbook. And so DraftKings is paying people $350 a month if you run around with their wraps on your vehicle. And so rather than spending $300, $400, or even $1,000 on paint, which, you know, you don't really want to put lipstick on a pig like this, is put a wrap on it and have them pay you. Like, who gives a shit, you know? It's better than looking at that peeling paint. So, but he'll walk away and he'll be like, wow, that was fucking great. I can't wait to go back. And then the other thing that I tell him is I give him my card and I say, here's a card. This is for you. This is not for anybody else. Keep me a secret. What you want to do is find somebody like a friend or a coworker or somebody that wants a system, find out what their budget is. And, you know, if they go, well, what do you got? You know, just walk away. Just say, let me know when your budget is. So, because if somebody that is ready to buy and ready to spend, they've already been to the stereo stores and they already know they're overpriced. So, like, they've been to like a local shop and the shop's like $3,000. We'll give you what you want for $3,000. Let's say even $1,500. We'll do what you want for the $1,500. And you say, well, the shop wants $1,500. What can you do for $800? See, so $800 is the number that they really want to spend. And so you go, okay. What happens is then you text me and you let me know what vehicle they have and what their expectations are, like what equipment they're looking at. Like, let's say they're looking at the T.C.O.Z or something like that, or even not even the T.C.O.Z, like the CVR or something like that from Kicker, or like P3s, whatever. Then I find something comparable or better and for less money. So if the budget's $800, I can do it for like $650, maybe $700. And then that way the guy makes $100 just for putting the deal together. That's the easiest thing in the world for him. It doesn't take any skill. It just requires texting. And I can do the same thing for you guys as well. Again, I don't have time to sit there and hold everybody's hand, but once I can teach you how to flip and how to do deals like that, then you can do it on your own. And that's what I hope that you guys see that I'm trying to do with blackjack. Blackjack is the same thing, where I'm going to offer basically what Sundown offers for $1,000. I'm going to be offering for $450. It's also better because it's made in America. It's also better because it's got a removable top assembly and a 3-year warranty, which Sundown does not. And then I want you to sell it for, like, say, $850. You sell it for $50 less. And then if you want to keep it blackjack, that's fine. Then the website will support that pricing. They'll say MSRP $895, something like that. Of course, as a dealer, you're not going to pay $895. You're going to pay about $450, which is what I've been selling them for anyway. But the quality and the look on these, it's not a used woofer like I've been selling. It's a brand new motor. Like I said, I'm getting samples flown in right now. This is the quad stack with bolts. Right now we're testing out 2 different versions. I think there's only like a $20 difference between the 2 versions, but I just want to see them side by side, and then we'll probably go with the bigger one, of course, and go from there. But it's always good to get different samples to kind of reference, and then also test them to see, even if the $20 is worth it. You know what I mean? Because if you can get the same performance out of something that's $20 cheaper, sometimes it's worth it. I like it because it's just bigger, right? Everybody likes a big fat wiener. Everybody. Don't say that you don't. Everybody loves a big fat wiener. So, but those are the kind of deals, like when somebody comes in and sees me, and I'm on the weekends like this is how I treat them. So now what's great is all I did was act as a consultant and a salesman. T.C.O.Z is the one that's doing all the work. He's changing out the woofers. Oh, let me tell you what we ended up solving the problem with. So he said his budget was only $150 and he wanted to bring his stuff in on trade. What I told him to do was go ahead and keep the box, sell it for $100, which it's worth that easy, especially if somebody else has this truck. And it's for 12, so it's very popular. So, and I'm selling him a new ported box. It's a dual 12-inch ported box that'll sit on top of the bench for $100, right? So all he has to do is sell the old box and he'll break even. So it didn't cost him anything. And then the amplifier, I told him to sell it on eBay for about $150. He doesn't even have an eBay account, so he's not interested in that. So what he did was he offered it to me. He says, hey, will you give me like $100 credit on it? I'm like, sure. And so that's what I basically did, is I swapped him out for the RED 600.1, which is 1 ohm stable. And that's what his subs are. So because the subs are good and they're in really good condition, and I like the CVRs, I just don't like that retail price. So, but in this price point, I was able to not only come in, let's see, we came in $30 under budget. I got something great because I'll make a profit on the amp. It also helps me to promote what I do and Robot and all that other stuff. And it also gives me an excuse to talk to you guys. And then he's going to go away and do the DraftKings. He's going to leave me a 5-star rating. And then hopefully he'll go gather customers. That's what you can do in your local area. So you don't have to be Robot. You don't have to use the name to do the stuff that I do. So, but I hope that helps you guys and gives you guys an example of what you can do in your area and how to help people. All you do is think about how you would want to be treated fairly versus what the way the shop treats you. Like I said, it's the stripper rule, right? Strippers can be either expensive or mean, but they can't be both. So just like a shop can be mean or expensive, but it can't be both. And if they are, then you need to go shopping around for some other slut with big tits. Maybe she's not great in the face, but so what? It doesn't matter. Anyways, I love you guys. Happy Sunday. I'll talk to you later.